Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, playing some more Destiny. This time we're doing the Weekly Nightfall Strike, and this is how to easily beat the Nexus one. This is this current week's, but there's only 6 strikes, so I mean it's gonna come around again. So if you're having trouble, we're gonna look to try to do one for each of the 6 Nightfall Strikes, but this is for how to easily beat the Nexus one, which is on Venus. And as you can see, there's 5 different things like Epic, Juggler, Angry, and stuff like that. So but you don't have to worry about those too much, because there's a few easy ways to beat this mission that'll save you a lot of time and effort and allow you to basically skip some of the harder parts of the actual mission. And I believe this is actually one of the easier of the strikes to begin with, other than like the Earth one, because I mean it's the Earth one. And Gixxer manages to get sniped on the way in, so that's just bad luck. But yeah, you can skip about half of this strike just by running past enemies. But there's a few spots where you have to fight them, like right here. But there are, later on though, there is a spot you can actually skip. So we'll get to that when we get there. But remember, this is level 28. If everyone in your team dies, you do go back to orbit. So you basically have to be very careful. There's no respawn timer. You have to be revived by your teammates. And even the Shanks can kill you in like an instant. So you have to be very careful. You'll see Gixxer's like kind of hiding on the left. I'm kind of hiding right on the right. Basically almost wherever I can just find a spot. And I'm running a Titan with the Defender class. I always suggest anybody who's doing any kind of hard mission do the Defender class as a Titan. But it's really up to you. It's just my personal preference. If you're a hunter with Sunfire, that also, or Sunsinger, no, I'm sorry, Warlock with Sunsinger, I believe it's called. That's also not bad. You get some extra defense and stuff with some of those classes. And if you're a hunter, well, honestly, I know very little about the hunter, so I can't really help you out with that. But so I also found out that if you kill all the enemies but the servitor, it looks like they respawn. You'll see here in a second. I killed a lot of them. And you'll see the servitor pop up, and I'm doing some damage on him, but he keeps teleporting away. And you'll see I got like 2 guys left, like a 1 Shank and then 2 Reaver Vandals. And I come back here to reload, and they like respawned on me. So focus all your energy and your bullets on the actual servitor. I know he moves around a lot, but if you get all 3 guys in the same one, which we have 2 right now, but if you get all 3 guys in the same one, it's not terrible. They go down fairly quickly. And another one of the things is the enemies have increased melee, so you do not want to get close to them at all. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, you go down with 1 hit from like anybody. So stay away from them as far as possible, and just like I said, for this first part, just aim for the servitors. We were doing a little bit of learning while doing this. Like you know, we were doing pretty good, but we were still learning some stuff. So yeah. And luckily, Avenged and Gixxer helped me out, by the way. Both part of the HTG crew, longtime fans and helpers and supporters and all that different kind of stuff. So I'd like to thank them again for helping me out. And we accidentally both bubble shield there, but he has Weapons of Light. I have Blessing of Light, so it's not bad. We get extra damage and the extra shield. So like I said, I strongly suggest you always have a Titan with a Defender, but it's not required, I guess. But anyway, Avenged has a rocket launcher with like I believe it's solar damage, and it does really well against the servitors. So if you have one, definitely go for it. And I kind of get caught in a bad spot here. I jump off the ledge and there's like 7 dudes just standing there. So that's my fault. Kind of a little bit of a bad playing there, but when you're doing this part, just kind of stick together, stay next to your teammates, try to focus on one servitor to the next. And the reason I respawn without anybody there is because actually Avenged killed the last servitor. So, yeah, I respawn automatically to the next checkpoint. Alright, so this is the part where you can actually skip. And I get kind of caught here. I got 2 of them, but then another one spawns somewhere behind me and kills me. I think he jumped off from the top, but I don't really know where he came from. But you see that window right there, you go, and he kills me. But that window I just looked at, if you know this strike, you know that you have to go up the stairs and you have to go through the building. There's like 10 guys in there. But anytime you have big groups of enemies, you really don't want to mess with them. So if you can skip them, it's great. And Avenged actually ran out of bullets while he was shooting him. So that's why he died. But luckily, Gixxer is a good player, and he manages to take out that last stealth Vandal so he can revive both of us. But anyway, like I said, anytime there's large groups of enemies, it becomes very difficult, and you don't want to fight them if you don't have to. So what you want to do is just get to, like, towards the top of the stairs here, and you can basically just jump right through this window, and you can go on. And I would have made it up here without dying, but I went to turn around, and I was trying to avoid avenged fire, so that's another bad luck. But see, we just skipped an entire room, and pretty good. So that's one really good tip, is that just to skip that entire thing. I don't know if a lot of people know about that window or not, but it can't hurt. There's no reason to fight them really, unless you really want those engrams. But from here on out, it's basically smooth sailing until the final boss, which is also made very, very easy thanks to the tips I'm about to show you. And some of you might know this, but I would guess most of you don't, just because it doesn't cross anybody's mind. It didn't cross my mind when I first did this. So this is all credit to Avenged, and I believe Gixxer came up with this. If anybody else did that I don't remember, then I'm sorry, but shoot me a message and I'll do something about it. Probably not, but whatever. I give you guys credit for it, so thank you very much for showing this to me. And yeah, this part's just really easy. Just stick together, stay with your teammates. Try not to get too far ahead, because this is level 28. You want to make sure you don't get caught by yourself and die. And it also helps to have an exotic shotty that's full auto. I know a lot of you probably don't, but I'm just throwing that out there. Alright, so now when you get in here, you have a little bit of a problem. You have 2 yellow axis hobgoblins, which are a real pain. And so we had me and Gixxer on the left and Avenge on the right. Avenge was sniping the hobgoblins, because he has a pretty good exotic sniper, I believe, or a legendary. One of the two. I actually have an exotic sniper, but I was not using it or not yet, I will. So he managed to take one out, and then I managed to get the other one right here while he's reloading. Now the only other problem is the the yellow axis minotaurs. But the best thing to do with them is grenades. The magnetic grenade for the defender class is actually really good. It sticks to them. They kind of cringe, and you can just get some shots in really easily. And then exotic shotgun is just the next best thing. You just walk up and you'll see I do a ton of damage. I kind of missed the first shot, but I take away like 3/4 of his health just from that one clip. And Avenge manages to get him, but we actually both die. So Gixxer, of course, is coming to save the day again. Good old Gixxer. But anyway, alright, so we'll move on here. We got a couple more enemies here in the corner. And luckily, shotgun point blank is pretty much a one-hit kill as long as you hit him in the center. And so yeah. Alright, we're moving on again. And this is where you enter the caves. This is actually a really good farming spot, and I'll point it out as we go by, but we're not going to do it in this video. And I don't believe this has been patched yet as of the last patch. So once you get up here, there's going to be a ton of goblins, and I'm going to die because I don't really have a great... I didn't have the Titan Slam or anything like that to use, and I threw the grenade way too far. I didn't have my second one ready, but I get shot like right in the face. But there's like 30 goblins there, and basically, after you kill them all, if you jump off the edge to the left, they basically all respawn. So it's a really good farming spot. Not really sure what the drop rate is, but I have not tested it thoroughly. I've tested it very, very quickly, and we didn't do too bad, but definitely something to look into if it's something if you really want to farm. So yeah, definitely look into that if you guys are interested. I do get one rare, and we're only been here for like, I've had 2 rares in this video, and this is the first time we did it. So yeah, so pretty good. But this is where it gets very easy and interesting, is because right here, you normally have to jump off and fight the boss, and there's a bunch of minotaurs down there and everything. And I'm actually going to switch to the exotic sniper now. And so basically what you do is you can snipe all of the minotaurs from the top, and see it takes 3 shots with my exotic sniper, with a regular probably 4. And you can basically just sit here and snipe them without ever having to go down there. And the yellows take a little longer. You see he ducks behind the thing for me. I can't get a shot on him. But yeah, so you can stand up here for as long as you want. Now, the only problem with this is, and you have to be careful, is that if you stay up here too long, there will be a minotaur that spawns behind you, and it's an Axis minotaur, so he's yellow. He does quite a bit of damage. I'll show him to you in a second as soon as he spawns. But see, my exotic sniper it doesn't let me carry ammo. I have to physically wait for it to respawn. So I apologize. I have to wait for it to go. But you'll see the minotaur spawns behind you. He spawns right there. And you basically just have to have one or two, or more preferably 2 to 3 guys just watching him to kill him quickly when he spawns. And so otherwise, you can just basically keep shooting these guys, and it's very, very easy. I mean, even if you die, you have 2 other guys behind you that can easily revive you. So this is easily the best way to beat this Nightfall Strike, and you get pretty good rewards. So I definitely suggest doing it as you can. I won't spoil what we get, but we get some pretty good stuff. So, all right. So I'm trying to find the last couple Minotaurs, and I know they're right behind me, or not behind me, right below me somewhere. And you can see him right there. I jump and he's right there. So I get some grenades on him, and that does at least what 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 damage, 8,000. So 3,000 per thing, 6,000 damage. And he finally manages to come out, so I get 3 shots off and kill him. But then the other one kills me. And for the life of me, I could not find him. I don't know where he was. But you see, I have 3 other guys behind me, and or 2 other guys. And Avenge takes out the Minotaur and dies again. He has a really bad habit of dying as soon as he kills something. So, but anyway, they come and revive me, and then I can just basically go ahead and kill the last one. But I think actually the boss actually spawned before killing the last enemy, I believe. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm not sure if it's just a glitch or what. But now, see, the boss is spawned. We never even left the top. So now we can just shoot the boss from up here. And I get caught in a bad spot. I didn't realize he spawned that quickly. So that's my fault. Just me kind of being silly. But yeah, the Minotaur spawned again behind me. So they were trying to take him out real quick. But now the great part about this is that now the shield is basically useless that he has, because you can shoot right over it. And between rockets and then auto rifle shots and then heavy machine gun fire from me and then my exotic sniper, which is like 6,000 damage per shot, you destroy him, and you never ever have to really worry about killing him. And there's also like usually ammo back here. I was gonna switch to my exotic rocket launcher, and I didn't, so that's partially my fault. But you'll see, I missed the first 2 shots, but I do 6,200 and something damage per shot. And I always respawn ammo, so I can basically do this all day. But, I mean, you should have plenty of Glimmer by now if you're doing this anyway, so you can just buy some ammo syntheses? I don't know. But you can buy those and use them, and you should have way more ammo than you possibly need. The Minotaur will also drop ammo behind you. Just remember that when you do this, Juggler is on, which is you don't gain ammo drops from the weapon you're actually holding at the time. So, like, if you want heavy ammo, you have to make sure you have your special or regular out, and regular, special, or heavy, and so on and so forth. So, you'll see, we've barely been doing anything, and we already have half his health gone. And he hasn't killed, like, except for the first time when he just spawned, he hasn't killed any of us yet. So, yeah, it's a great method, and it's a very easy way to beat this strike. How long this will last is anybody's guess. I don't imagine too many people are doing this where it would, they'll patch it very soon. But it's always a possibility with Bungie. They really want this game to be played right. So, who knows. But anyway, as long as you keep an eye on the Minotaur behind you, you always have one guy watching, you should have no problem doing this. Yeah, I mean, if you really, you get some good stuff from this, so I definitely suggest you do this. And you should have no problem beating it. And you always have 2 guys to revive you if, in fact, you do die. So, and also, you can get grenades out from this far away as well. And since mine are magnetic, it just basically flies right to them. So, yeah, they got caught in a bad spot, so I was coming back to help. One of them was reloading. Another one was, like, doing something else. So, just a bad spot. So, make sure you just help each other out. Make sure you pay attention, call out when the Minotaur is behind you. And then just go back and do this, and then go back to shooting the boss. You'll see there you go, 6,000 damage per thing. And I actually got a green drop from him, which I was very surprised about. But, yeah, so that's basically it. That's a very, very easy way to beat this strike on Nightfall. We didn't really have any problems. The only real hard part is the first section when you have to fight the 3 servitors. But as long as you stick together, it's pretty easy. So you see, I do get 500 Vanguard Reputation, 4 marks. And then let's see what we get from actually beating the mission. Or as the rewards, I should say, whatever you want to call it. All right, couple more seconds. There we go. 210, and all right. So let's see what we get. I did get, I think, 1 bounty complete. That was for killing 10 majors or fallen majors. But Avenge gets a legendary special weapon. or heavy weapon, I get 11 shards and Gixxer gets 8 coins. Now it's kind of funny because Gixxer actually really needed the shards and I really needed the coins. So kind of bad luck on that. But you can only do that once a week for rewards. But that's 11 shards is a really good reward. The only other way you can get that is if you get like, you do the daily heroic for 2 if you get lucky enough to get the shards, and then the raid, but you can only do the raid once a week and maybe you'll get 8. So really, really good way to get materials. Definitely should do it weekly. And so hopefully this helped you guys out. We'll try to do videos for each of the different strikes when they come out for Nightfall. And, as always, thanks you guys for watching. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. And check us out on Google+, Instagram, Twitch, and our website as well. And I will see you guys very soon. And thanks again to Avenged and Gixxer for helping out. Always appreciate it, guys.